Hey there. Thanks for tuning into Authors Are Legacy Builders with host Shar Halliburton. Listen in. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your cell phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome to Authors Are Legacy Builders with host Shar Halliburton. Today, we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to talk about 4 advantages of working with a experienced book coach. Now, one of the first things that I want to talk about is when you work with a book coach, they hold you accountable. So the first point that I want to make, the first advantage is that you have accountability. Someone is holding you accountable to your goals that you want to accomplish as an author. So having this book coach, they can set up a plan of action for you. That's the second advantage. They can set up a plan of action that's going to keep you on track with accomplishing your goal of writing, publishing, and launching your book in excellence. So that book coach is going to hold you accountable with all of the steps that are required for you to publish your book. So that accountability, the plan of action, they're going to have a plan of action steps that you need to follow in order to accomplish your goal of writing, publishing, marketing, and launching your book in excellence. The third advantage of working with a book coach is that you'll be educated by someone that's gone through the process. There's so many coaches out there that they focus on this, that, and the other. And some coaches haven't gone through the process. But when you work with a coach that has been through the process that you are looking to go, to learn more about, when you work with someone that has accomplished those goals and they accomplished it in excellence because they have the experience, it takes more than one time, more than 2 times publishing a book to learn all the ins and outs. Every time I'm on my 7th book now, every time I publish a book, even if it's an anthology that I'm, in the book as an author with other authors, multiple authors, I still learn something every time. And it just polishes you and it just takes you to the next level. So make sure that you are working with a book coach that's had experience. They've published multiple books and that they've learned something and they can teach you something. You want to work with someone that has that knowledge, and can help you with the ins and outs of the publishing industry, someone that has the tried and true lessons that they've learned and they can share that experience with you so that you can speed up that process and you're not just, having a whole bunch of gaps throughout the process. What do I do here? What do I do there? I remember when I was publishing my first book, there was a lot of gray areas. I knew how to write, but I did not know what the steps were to publish the book. And so as I started to learn, I took courses, I spoke with other published authors, I read books, I've listened to podcasts. You have to put in that work. Even if you have a coach, I will still say you need to do some research on your own because the process is a learning process. And as you, go through the steps, you're learning things that's going to help you not only with publishing the book, it's going to help you in life. It's going to give you that discipline that you need in order to accomplish your goals in excellence. So again, the first thing is the accountability that you get with working with a book coach. Number 2, they help you set up a plan of action that's going to work for you based upon what your goals are, based upon your time frame. If you need to set up a writing plan, they can help you with that. They can help you with the ins and out of protecting your intellectual property through copyright. And also if you have, certain things that you want to trademark, they can, help you get in touch with the right type of attorney to help you with that. And all the, stages of publishing, launching, marketing your book. And the third thing, education. They're going to school you. They're going to take you to school. And it's like you're learning a whole new trade that not only after you publish your book, you can possibly help someone else to publish their book in excellence because you have learned step by step what's required. And 9 times out of 10, if you're getting coaching, they may have some material that you're learning from. So not only are you just going through the steps, but you are actually learning this new process, this new trade that can help you level up in your life, and you can monetize. There's so many different avenues that you can monetize, once you publish and write your book. And the fourth thing is that they can help you avoid novice mistakes. They can school you on how to publish your book on multiple platforms. Like Amazon is, very popular, but it's not the only opportunity for you to publish your book. There are multiple platforms that you can publish on, like Ingram Sparks, and when you publish your book on Ingram Sparks, it opens up the distribution to other channels so that you can have your book in Walmart, Target, libraries, Barnes and Noble. So you want to make sure that you are working with someone that has the knowledge. They know something more than you do, so they can help you to level up and become that successful author that you seek to become. And again, the 4 advantages of working with a book coach: number 1, accountability; number 2, they help you create a plan of action; number 3, they provide education, tools, and resources to help speed up the process; and number 4, they help you to avoid novice mistakes that you make as an author. And not even, even if you have a book coach, you can still make a mistake, because mistakes happen, but the thing is that you learn from that mistake. And so the next time you publish a book, you have, had that experience under your belt, and you'll be able to do it in excellence next time. So again, thanks so much for listening to Authors Are Legacy Builders with host Shar Halliburton. Today we talked about the 4 advantages of working with an experienced book coach. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning into Authors Are Legacy Builders with host Shar Halliburton. Please check the show notes for contact information regarding any speakers during this podcast. Thanks again for listening. Have a wonderful day.